Why are men not confident enough to walk up to women now? See, shout out to the guys who are confident enough.
Because you guys call them creeps. You guys scream at them. Yeah, I've seen that one before. I've seen many of those before. Because you guys won't give them the time of day. And then you complain about why they won't approach you anymore. You guys also became a problem more than you guys became peaceful. Men are not putting up with that type of drama anymore. And women have gotten way too in touch with their masculine energy that it's just not worth it anymore. We are doing far too much, and this is why men are tired. We need to be feminine in order for them to approach us. That's why.
A weak man will never know what to do with a strong woman. He'll say she's too much, when in reality, she's too real. She'll speak up, she'll set boundaries, and she'll challenge the bare minimum. And instead of him rising to meet her at her level, that man will shrink. He'll call her difficult. He'll blame her tone, her attitude, her delivery. He'll do anything to avoid admitting that he couldn't handle the woman that was right in front of him. Because the truth is, she didn't push him away. His fear of not being enough is what held him back. Strong women do not settle for passive love. And they don't sit quiet while being half loved, half considered, or half prioritized. They know their worth and they don't play small to protect the man's ego. And that's what scares the weak ones. Not her voice, but her standards. And not her independence, but her refusal to beg for effort. Not her confidence, but the fact that he knows she doesn't need him and that she chooses him. And that choice comes with expectations that he was never prepared to meet. And he'll say she's always starting something when she's really just not afraid to call things out. Because the right man won't be intimidated by her strength. And he'll recognize it, respect it, and rise to meet it without hesitation.
And here's what happens when men check out. I get to go home. My house is quiet. I don't want no drama, no foolishness, no texting, no nonsense going on. I ain't got nothing to prove to nobody. I can just go. I just go home. I could just go home. I could be out there dating, but why would I do that? When all of these modern women don't have a good head on their shoulders. Why would I be out there? For what?
When a man wants to get married, he's only getting married truly for one reason. Because let me be honest with you women, the men can work and provide for themselves. He does not necessarily need you to cook, clean, and have sex because he can get for multiple women. They're giving it out. A lot of them can cook and clean. Their mother taught them, or they can pay someone to get it. The culture is telling them these women do not get married. So why would a man go past what the culture is telling him and choose to have a wife? Because with a wife, you can now have love. You can now have nurturing. You can have support. You can have affection. This is what he can't get from a roommate. So if that is not what you're leading with in your relationships with men, is love, support, nurturing, and respect. This is why your husband is now pulling away, because in the beginning you gave him those things. But as you got into the relationship, you got bitter, you got resentful, you start seeing his flaws, start counting that against him, you start measuring him against other men, and now you're pulling back on the love, the affection, and the nurturing.
What's going on, fellas? Don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel. Leave a comment down below. Let's get back to the video. A lot of these modern women don't really understand what they're losing. They think for some reason they're going to have their time in the sun forever, right? So you might have a good man or a solid man. Not saying the man is perfect. Not saying that, you know, he got some stuff to work on. He got a lot of stuff to work on, but so do you. A lot of times modern women think they're perfect. And so that man that was there for you would do anything for you. You don't want that man. You want to go see other people. You want to go do your thing out there. You want to have a hot girl summer. But then when you stop messing around and you see that, oh, well, wait, actually, there's nobody going to take care of me like he does. I ain't going to come crawling back. By that time, he's moved on.
5 relationship rules for men. 1, be present with her. If you are with her, but not really with her, listening and attuning, she's not going to like it. and neither would you. 2, when she's upset about something in her life, just listen, just hear her out. Then if you have a perspective or a solution, you can ask her, do you want to hear what I think? If she doesn't, that's fine. Just let it go. Usually, like most of us, she just needs to be seen, heard, and understood. 3, when she's upset with you, try not to be defensive, even if you think her complaint is unfounded or unfair. I understand this is not always easy, but if you want her to hear you, start first by hearing her. 4, touch her, hold her, tell her you love her, that she looks gorgeous, support her passions. This is basic, non-negotiable. The more you give to her, the more you're going to receive. 5, don't take her just as she shouldn't take yours. Tolerating her is weakness and leads to resentment. Stand your ground. Have the fight. Let it get messy. It's how you learn about each other. She wants to feel you solid, firm. Holding back or withdrawing for her is the cruelest punishment. She wants connection. Give it to her.
You know, these modern women are saying they want a man who courts. They want a man who knows how to date properly, knows how to plan a date, knows how to do all of that stuff. And that's fantastic. I think for me, it's just that I have to do all of this and you just got to show up. Well, I went to work. I had to do this. So did I. Well, my car was broken and this had happened and so many troubles. Same. I had to fix my car too, or make sure it's not broken now, but it was once. And the employer didn't care. The women that I was dating before didn't care. That was my problem as far as they were concerned. And I'm not trying to be rude, but I don't really even know you. And so that's not you expecting to just, well, I'm just a girl and I just should be able to show up. No, you got to bring something to the table.
Can someone explain to me why on earth men are so good at just so many random things? Like, why are men able to fix anything? Why are men able to do anything? Like, I don't understand why they're just so good at so many things. Me as a woman, I have my limitations. I'm good at some things, but I can't fix something. I can't find a solution to something. I'm not able to help someone in a situation where they have a problem as easily as I've noticed men are able to help people with that. Like, it's crazy. And the worst thing is they're not just able to do it, like they will do it. They actually care so much, even if you're not important to them, quote unquote, they're gonna be there and they're gonna help you fix a problem. Men are great. Some men are really great.
It's because he has been pushed to be totally self-sufficient since birth. Because if he didn't learn how to fix it himself, it wouldn't be fixed by anybody. And then he'll be blamed for it not being fixed. No one will do it for him simply because he's cute. This is what a lot of women don't understand, because men are logical thinkers and they actually like to figure out how to fix things. They like to know a lot of random things. Like, I can tell you, even with having an 8-year-old son, he is already falling into this. Like, he gets into phases of learning all about dinosaurs, sharks. He knows every single one of them out there. And now he is talking about the bloop and the El Gran Maha, like some sort of sea monster. These are things that I never knew about. He's teaching me. My point is that men already enjoy these things because they're good at it. And then on top of that, we have the pressure from society and from women for men to know these things and to fix things. And that is because men's value is based on how useful he is. And that is the part that men just want to be appreciated for.
A lot of men are moving differently. A lot of men are moving silently. You can call it checking out. But really, honestly and truly, when you think about it, men don't really actually check out of society. They're not actually checking out of society. Because they still live in society. They still work in society. They still have family that's in society. They still have friends that are in society. Whether it's a girlfriend or a guy friend, they still have those people that they go and talk to, they engage with. Brothers are going for hikes, walking in the woods, camping, hunting, going and playing basketball, getting involved in a plethora of different hobbies. What they're actually checking out of is the society that you created, the society that you want him to live in. And he's essentially saying, I don't want to be a part of that. I don't want to sign up for that. I've already seen my brother or my homeboy or my dad or whoever, even myself. I've kind of tried to opt into your world to understand how you run things. But then when I ask you to come into my world, all of a sudden it's a problem. If we can't get on the same page in that regard, then why do I need to keep on trying?
Why are men not approaching women in person anymore?
Well, we live in a digital world, right? You're watching this on the phone, you communicate digitally. I work in sales, I sell on Zoom, I rarely meet people in person. So it has to do a little bit with that, but a lot of the blame comes on you ladies, not giving any signal to men to approach them, all right? Something happened with COVID where everyone kind of went inside their turtle shell, and I think that women were affected by this greater than men, believe it or not, because they are so shy to put themselves out there. Even making eye contact with a guy that they think is attractive gives them a panic attack, okay? So I'm gonna go ahead and put a lot of the blame back on you ladies.
I'm flipping it back on men. I think y'all got intimidated and shy, and women are just more willing to post risque photos online, which gives y'all more of an in. I look and smile at men.
You look and smile at men, or do you just post spicy content? And
I'm looking and smiling. What happened to men?
when was the last time you looked at a man, held your eye contact with him, and smiled?
It's been about 5 months.
Okay.
And there's going to be a lot of modern women out there that talk about how men don't approach and how men don't go up and talk to women in the wild and start conversations and stuff like that. But a lot of times that's because, you know, you might have a man that might look at you and smile or look at you and nod in a coffee shop or even at a gas station, right? I don't think there's any harm in that, because that's just what people do. That, I mean, people just speak. Walking down the street today, I didn't know a brother, didn't know a couple of people that I seen today. Hey, how's it going? Hey, what's up? What's going on? What's up? Hey, how you doing? And keep on going. But modern women today, they don't even give you that courtesy. They sit up and say something stupid like, I'm not going to say hi to him. He better pay for my groceries before I say hi to him. And that's why you're not getting people that want to take you seriously. Because a man says hi to you, he might see you in a coffee shop. Hey, how's it going? The next thing he knows, he's a predator. He's somehow become the world's biggest creep. And he's all over TikTok. Who would want that?
I really am generally not in favor of women doing a cold approach on a man, but I will make an exception. If you are truly like a woman who like is not desirable to men and you want to be desirable to men, you've never had a relationship, you have very, very little experience interacting with men, then I do think a cold approach could be very, very helpful for you. A successful cold approach will do incredible things for your self-confidence, and that's what you really need. This will make men seem a lot less intimidating to you because they'll probably say yes. It'll be really scary, but then you'll push through that fear and get rewarded for it, which is incredible for your self-confidence. 3, now you're interacting with a man, getting that experience. Boom, 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 you've got it. As far as getting a quality fella, I do not think you should just be approaching a man and asking for his number. I think you should either strike up a warm, normal conversation that's not, can I have your number? Or I think you should give them some kind of signal to let them know you're available and let them do the labor. Unless you like submissive, chill guys. If that's your thing, girl, approach them left, right, and center. If you like assertive, confident, and self-assured men and you do have experience dating, then I don't think you should be cold approaching. Because when you interact with a man and you're attracted to each other, he's trying to categorize you basically all times. Like, do I take this girl seriously or is she easy? Seriously easy, seriously easy. They're trying to figure that out. If you cold approach, he's probably going to think you're easy. But again, I don't think that takes away from the merit I just laid out.
And I venture to say that a lot more men would kind of move out of the realm of being afraid of rejection if there wasn't, as they perceive it, teeth behind the rejection. What do you mean? Man could walk up to you and say, "Oh man, I really like your energy. I really like your aura, man. You just something about you, man. You're just magnetic." What? I was just saying that, with the way that you act, seem like you're a fun time. Seem like you're a good person to hang out with. I was trying to see if you would like to go out to dinner. Oh, and just say that. I was. That's what I was saying to you, stupid. Stop acting silly. Stop acting like a loser. Stop trying. And that's the point. A lot of these modern women are trying to be offended. They're trying to find ways to be. You said I was what? I just said you was pretty. That's all. That's literally all I said. I said you look good. I said I liked your shoes. That's it. Man, I really like that dress on you, man. That looks nice. Man, that blue is your color. Huh? You looking a little bit too hard. I mean, you're standing in front of me in the grocery line. So, yes, I see you. Are you okay? Stop talking.
Today, as we talk about what men need to know about women, but women don't even know what men need to know about women. And so anything that helps us to be more honoring of ourselves, because in the betrayal of ourselves is, I think, the roots of all the ugly that comes after. And then partnership is being on the same team. And when I was talking to men about why they chose their wives, always would be a component of, she has mega powers, or you've been through so much already, I know I can get through anything, and so much we're against each other, and it's not accidental. We literally have opposing instincts. So it's a wonder we would bring out interest in each other.
Yeah, I think my biggest takeaway of what I've learned from you so far that has impacted our relationship massively is that, we've been together for 22 years. We've been together a long time. But, through the immaturity of our teenage years and early marriage years and what it is today, the biggest takeaway, I think, is honoring our differences rather than trying to make the other like you, and realizing that we both have good reasons for why we do what we do. Like, that is incredible. And to be more reflective in why the other person is doing something rather than reactive in trying to get them to change. Well, they're doing it wrong. They should do it this way, instead of realizing, wait a second, why is he doing it that way? There must be a good reason for it.
I think modern women don't really understand that. They're so disrespectful in a lot of these situations. It's extremely disrespectful. Why would a man come up to me? Why would a man approach me? It's because there's a great chance that the man is going to get disrespected for whatever reason. Now, I think most men will say, if that's something that I did, that's on me. I got it. I understand it, right? Because that's something I did. I need to fix that. But if I'm coming up to you acting like I have some sense, if I'm approaching you with respect and dignity, why are you still trying to clown? Why are you still trying to act a fool? If I'm doing what you asked me to, well, approach me like this, say this, you just kind of, you don't have to change who you are, but, kind of understand the situation and read the room. I feel like it shouldn't take you reading the room for you to understand that people don't like to be disrespected and made fun of. But this is what modern women will do. A man will read the room, approach you how he's supposed to approach you, and then instead of saying and being graceful, which is what you're supposed to be doing as a lady, instead of being graceful and gracious about the interaction, even if you really don't like him or take to him or fancy him, instead of being gracious to him, you're disrespectful and you're laughing in his face and you're posting him online. What type of loser does that?
The guest wasn't 50-50. The dishes wasn't 50-50. The laundry wasn't 50-50. The cleaning wasn't 50-50. And that's an everyday job. I come home and they got food on the table, got clothes on the bed, got everywhere. Literally. And I'm a clean person. If you've been to my house, I'm organized and clean. So every day I'm exhausted. I'm coming home, I'm cleaning my house. And yes, I do that anyways. But when it's just you, it's just you. When you are cleaning up for a man and his children and other people, it is a whole full-time job and you don't get time for yourselves. And that's why women get burnt out, period. And you're no longer happy in your relationship because you're coming home and a man is sitting on the couch because he's tired from work and you're making sure you're catering to him. And let me tell you guys all something. I have done that. And I'm not saying that I will never do it, but I'm letting you know that it feels very draining. And I'm not saying I won't do it, but when I'm going 50-50 on you.
I take pride in doing it.
So what?
I don't give a fuck. I think it's.
So what?
Okay.
So what?
Cool.
So what? So what? So what?
I don't understand. Where is the value in that?
Where is
the value in that?
Well, pause.
Why am I going home and going 50-50 with you and doing all 50 and I'm doing all of the.
Why does one have anything
First
to
of
do
all,
with
I
the
think
other?
she has a valid point.
Are you?
A lot of these modern women make dating impossible, right? I think men just get tired of doing everything on the date, having to plan it. If you're not careful with a lot of these modern women, you can end up being 10, 15 years into the relationship and you've been pretty much doing everything. Pretty much. I plan the dates, I cook, I clean, I go to work, take take care of the kids, I'm involved. I mean, I might not do every single thing, but I have my hand in every single part of the relationship. Cooking, cleaning, taking out the trash, fixing the cars. You take the kids to soccer practice, I take the kids to soccer practice too. You cook dinner, I cook dinner too. Take the kids to doctor's appointments and keep them when they're sick, I do the same thing. So there's a lot of men out there that while these modern women are saying that men are not involved, they actually are. In a lot of ways, they're actually more involved than the woman is. And when you bring that to her attention, she's like, yeah, actually, that's how it's supposed to be. You're supposed to be doing way more work than me. What? Yeah, you're the leader of the home. So you do way more work than me. That gives me time to be free and be creative. Right. But what are you doing in your time of being creative? I'm creatively selecting more shows to watch. I'm creatively trying to figure out how to make your life harder.
I didn't see this coming. Y'all ready?
Why is it that men nowadays, when it comes to dating, they don't believe in pursuing a woman, aka chasing a woman? What is the big issue with a man pursuing a woman? I don't just mean you making the first move. I mean like you actively pursuing this woman, calling her, texting her, planning dates. Why is it now we're in this day and age where men are like, oh, you could call me. Oh, I was waiting on you to call me. I was waiting on you to text me. I was waiting on you to make the first move. For what? Criticize me all y'all want, but I am an old-fashioned girly. I was raised by my grandmothers. I believe in the old school ways and how things are supposed to go. If you that type of man where you think you are the prize, honestly, this video ain't for you, because I believe that women are the prize, because we're the ones that get chose. We're the ones that get picked. When a man findeth a wife, a man findeth a good thing. And I'm not even the type of woman to sit up here and think that I'm equal to a man. I think that a man is most definitely above me. My husband is for sure above me. Your heavenly father, your husband, everything else immediately after that. I'm not the one to sit up here and try to say I'm equal to a man and we on the same. No, we not. A man is above me. My husband is above me. So let's get that clear and out the way. Boom.
I think, and there was one guy I think I heard talking about there's never really a right way to approach. And then I think somewhere at the end of his video or something like that, he might have mentioned when he runs into dudes, or he looked at the situation of men not approaching, it's usually a skill issue, or it's usually that she's not attracted to you, which pretty much that's what it's going to run into. But I think with the way that modern women act, it's kind of hard to see now, is it a skill issue or is she just not attracted to me? A lot of time modern women don't even know, they don't know how to act. They can be attracted to a man and still be cutting up and clowning him because that's what the group is doing. And obviously you got to be your own person, but a lot of times women they're social. And so whatever the group is doing, well, I guess that's what I'm doing. Even though I would have liked the guy, I guess that's what I'm doing. Sometimes these women double back and talk to the guy. And the guy's like, well, why was you clowning me over there? Well, I was with the group and they was doing this, and this, but I really liked you. So I thought I didn't want to miss this chance. And they start talking and then only come back after maybe a month, 2 months that they talking on a low, that she introduced him to the friend group, or the friends kind of see them out. Where you been, man? You've been missing in action, right? But modern women a lot of times are ruining their own approach. They're attracted to you, but they're ruining it with RBF or who they hang out with. There was a situation where two women were in a gym. A man approached one. Well, he actually approached the group, and what he said was kind of corny, but the woman liked him. And so she was listening to hear what he had to say. The woman on the other side, her friend, jumps into the situation and the conversation and starts talking over him, laughing and kikiing. The woman then looks at her friend and says, okay, I guess I should laugh. So she starts laughing, kind of half-heartedly. And the woman, her friend, is still ruining her chance. She likes the guy. This is what some of these modern women are doing. They're ruining their chances for their friend because they're losers. Get away from them.
What should you do if you find out another guy is secretly texting your woman? Here is the brutal truth you need to hear. Number 1, she left the door open. Guys don't take a shot unless they think they can score. If he has the confidence to text her, it is because he felt welcomed. Remember, attention is permission. Number 2, her silence means she likes it. If she doesn't shut it down instantly, if she doesn't block him, she isn't confused. She is enjoying the attention and keeping her options open. Number 3, hiding it is emotional cheating. If her phone is always face down, chats are muted, or she suddenly has a new password, that is a massive red flag. People do not hide innocent things. Number 4, she defends him. If she says, it is not a big deal, you are just being insecure, she isn't reassuring you. She is protecting her connection with him, not her relationship with you. Number 5, your standards set the rules. You should never have to compete for your own spot in a relationship. If she guards your trust, the relationship grows. If she guards his access, you walk away. Look her straight in the eyes and say, I do not fight strangers for my woman. I watch how my woman handles strangers. If she shuts it down, you are good. If she entertains it, you are gone. No begging, no drama, just your standards.
Your husband signed up for monogamy, not celibacy. And that's the truth a lot of wives don't want to look at. But somewhere in the chaos of work, kids, stress, and routine, intimacy becomes the first thing a wife drops. We keep saying we are too tired, too busy, not in the mood, or maybe later. And later turns into weeks or months. Meanwhile, your husband is over there wondering why the woman he committed his whole life to barely touches him anymore.
I would like to ask the women, like married women, what would you like your husband to do? For a man, sex is like a meal. And most men, on average, could eat 3 meals a day. Now, I'm not saying you have to have sex 3 times a day, but I'm just saying they relate to sex very differently than the way women relate to sex. So women, because of our hormones and the way we're built, we might feel in the mood once or twice out of the month. But for a man, he is in the mood 24/7. So I would just like to ask, what would you like him to do? Do you want him to start looking at other women? Would you want him to watch pornography? Like, do you want him to be tempted? Do not make your husband beg for sex. I know that I want to be the one that my husband comes to, not another woman, not pornography, not something else out there. Me.
Hey, I'm gonna head out. Meeting some friends for basketball.
Again? You just saw them last weekend.
Yeah, it's Sunday. We play Sundays.
And what about us? When do we get quality time?
We've been together all morning.
Sitting on the couch isn't quality time, Ethan.
Okay, so what do you want to do?
I don't know. Something. Plan something.
Like what?
That's the point. You should just know. Be spontaneous.
You want me to spontaneously plan something?
Other guys take their girlfriends on dates. Real dates.
I planned dinner last Tuesday. Made a reservation and everything.
That Italian place? Ethan, we've been there 3 times.
Because you said you liked it.
I do, but you could be more creative.
So you want me to plan more, but different, but somehow already know what you want.
It's called effort.
Right, effort. When's the last time you planned something for us?
I planned that picnic in May.
That was 8 months ago.
I'm busy. I have a lot going on.
And I don't?
It's different. Guys are supposed to pursue, even in a relationship.
Pursue, like court you, constantly.
Keep the spark alive, yeah.
And what are you doing to keep the spark alive?
I'm here, aren't I?
That's the bar? Presence?
I support you. I listen.
You told me my job was boring last week.
I was joking.
And my friends are immature.
Some of them are.
But you want me to put in more effort.
Yes, to make me feel special.
While you exist?
Wow, so that's how you see me?
I see someone with CEO expectations and intern energy.
That's cruel. You're really just gonna leave?
Yeah. I need a break from the performance review.
One thing I will never understand about men is that when you buy a woman a drink at the bar, you are not entitled to take her home. This isn't a free ticket to be like, oh, I'm gonna buy you a drink and you're coming home with me. No. So don't get mad after she leaves after you buy her a drink because she's not interested in taking things further with you.
Never be with a man who's in survival mode because he will resent you. And as time goes on, he will look at you as his downfall and he'll think maybe it's because I'm with her. That's why I'm not doing well. It is always a pattern. I used to date a guy who was in survival mode and I thought that I could help him because I was like his mommy and I really thought that I could help him get out of his place, be in a better position, be there for him so that he can be better at his life because I believed in him. I had the vision and saw his potential, which is, by the way, the worst ever trait you should ever do. Never date a guy for potential. Never, ever go and date a guy just because you think he'll make it one day. Majority of the time, even if he makes it one day, you're probably not going to be the one next to him anyways. Get out while you still can. I would literally be paying the rent, be paying the bills, be paying all the food, just thinking, okay, this is my investment. Like one day he'll probably pay me back or one day he'll be so successful and remember that I was his day one. Girl, you're his day zero. They're never going to think of you as the person who saved them or who did everything for them. And most of the time, they're not even grateful for it. They don't care. They don't care. They're not thinking about you when they're trying to get a new job. They're not thinking about you when they're trying to make their money. They're not thinking about you when they're trying to up-level their career in any way, learning a new skill. It's not gonna be you. And the sad truth is so many of us women care and love the man because we see that they can be so much more. But in the end, we can only date them and for a reality of what they are right now. And if it's not them, then go somewhere else. Just meeting them and knowing that they're in a really bad position and you're trying to go in there, save him and do more for him, then that's never gonna work. However, if you guys were started okay and you guys have been in a relationship for a long time and everything already, that's different. You're not the one, and probably when he makes all of his money, he's gonna end up leaving you anyway. I love you guys so much. Bye.
Every woman wants a masculine man, but let's talk about the inconveniences of being with a masculine man if you are an unhealed woman. A masculine man is very disciplined. Therefore, it'll expose how undisciplined you are. His structure will irritate your chaos. His calmness will feel like coldness. You will get bored because he initially has created peace in his life, structure and order. You either get in alignment with it and add to his peace, or you will have to leave.
I think there's somebody who needs to hear this today. He didn't leave you for somebody else because you weren't enough. He didn't leave you for somebody else because there was something wrong with you or you weren't worthy of that relationship. He left because he was too afraid to be seen. He was too afraid to be fully seen because if you saw him completely and rejected him, then he couldn't face that. He couldn't face that rejection because most people run from that. Most people are way too afraid to be seen. They want to have control over the situation. So they'd rather run before they get hurt. They'd rather run before they're fully seen and get rejected. They'd rather run before they have to face themselves. And so often that happens and they jump into a new relationship because they can't face all of that, right? And they don't leave you for somebody that is better. They usually leave you for somebody that's easier, somebody who won't challenge him, somebody who will keep him the same, somebody who will allow him to grow, right? So I know at the same time, he also couldn't meet you where you were. You loved so unconditionally. His love was only conditional. And this was just a redirection for you. This was just a lesson. It showed you that you actually need to love yourself more. Instead of pouring yourself into somebody else, you need to focus on yourself. You need to focus on your healing. Focus on the things that nobody can take away from you. Focus on all the ways that you could just pour back into yourself instead of giving so much unconditional love to others. How can you unconditionally love yourself instead?
Do women still prefer traditional male behavior, even while saying gender roles shouldn't matter?
1,000%. I think for the majority of relationships, they want to be provided for. I think in this generation, we're told, oh, it can go vice versa, but it's someone wants a provider, especially as a woman. Like, I want a man to provide for me.
Realistically, all women want a traditional man. Ladies, let's get it together. Like, you do not want to work.
As a man, you should provide for your woman. Provide for your woman. The woman is a prize. You should be paying for her bills, her nails, her hair, everything. You are lucky enough to have a baddie. Keep her. Keep her. Provide. Be a provider. That's what a man does.
Do women still prefer traditional male behavior, even while saying that gender roles shouldn't matter?
Listen, babe, I prefer traditional behavior because you're a man. Be a man. Be a man. Don't be the woman. Be a man.
Hey, Pink.
Yeah.
That was so natural.
Cold approach, begging versus choosing. Sorry to bother you versus not apologizing. You don't need to say sorry if you didn't do anything wrong. You're a man who saw a woman you were interested in and you went up and said hi. That's not a crime. And opening with sorry positions yourself as lower value. You're beautiful versus not complimenting her looks. Every guy she's ever met complimented her looks. It's not gonna win you brownie points. Inversely, it's gonna put you in the same box as all the other men that over-validated her. Want to go out with me versus I'm going to X, come join me. Want to go out with me just comes across very needy. If you really don't want to sound needy to her, you can say that you're already going to a certain spot, for example, a certain bar on a Friday, and then give her the option to join you. I was already doing this thing, but you can come if you want. Are you taken versus assuming she is or isn't. Single women get asked if they're taken so much that a lot of them default to saying yes. Assuming makes it sound like you don't care what the answer is, and she will either confirm or deny. We're so compatible versus we're never going to work out. Telling her you two are a good fit is selling yourself. That's what most guys do. Telling her you're not gonna get along is flirting. Instead of you selling yourself to her, she'll start selling herself to you. Why would we not work out? Can I get your number, pretty please? Versus put your number in my phone. Can I get your number is very flimsy and indecisive. Put your number in my phone assumes the answer. Why would she say no? You're not giving her a reason to hesitate. Assume the close.
Despite what they say, there's nothing more disgusting to women than you chasing them. All that begging, crying, pleading.
Unless you playing that game because you know you gonna come. Because women go in and out of the personality.
Yeah. So yeah, when she's playing the game,
yes.
like I'm trying to get this reaction out of you.
Yes.
Then for sure.
Oh yeah.
For sure.
Oh yeah. She's wet.
Yeah.
Yeah. But when that lights go off, get your police.
Yeah.
Get this
when he's
away.
done for real.
Yeah.
The worst thing you can do is try to keep pushing. As a matter of fact, you'll stand a better chance of getting her back by just agreeing with her.
Yeah.
And just giving her that distance, no contact. All right, bye.
Yeah.
And then she see that you living your life and you happy.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
You have a
she's spinning a block.
I would say in my experience, you have like an 80% chance of getting her back.
Yeah. I'm gonna say 95. If you want her back.
Yeah. If you want her back.
If you want her back.
Yeah. Accept the breakup.
Yeah.
No contact and go live your life.
Yeah.
She coming back.
Yeah. And then go switch it on you like you ain't even care.
Yeah. You ain't even
come back to me.
Yeah. But if you make it seem like I'm lost without you, you're she gonna drag you.
Oh yeah.
She gonna drag
by
you.
your
She's
head.
gonna get disgusted by you each message, each call, each side.
Yes.
I experienced that one time. She was just talking to me and I was just like, yo, who the you talking to? Like, my nigga, like, yo, what the fuck is it? What are we doing? Like, you know what I'm saying? After that conversation, I just deaded it, right? Just went straight cold turkey. And what do you know?
Of course.
Spin the block, my boy. It's always worked for me like that. Yes. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
because the other niggas got them on their head. All right, let me go back to Old Faithful, see if he's still there.
And that's what it did, bro. Yeah. When you start acting with, it's another I'm going.
Nigga. Yeah, it's another nigga.
All right, I'll let you.
Yeah.
Like, anytime women start acting funny, I don't care what they say. I don't care what they say. They gonna lie and be like, whatever. Yeah. It's another That's when they start acting funny. That's when they start acting cold and different. All the type of shit. Go be with that nigga.
You have a lot of these modern women that, quite frankly, and this is why a lot of men are really, it'd be one thing if you were saying, I want to be selective with the people that I date, right? And you should be 100%. But some of these modern women, they get on they don't have any, they're talking about wanting to be courted. And it's funny because they talk about that, but then they don't have any etiquette. Well, a man should do this. I believe a man should do that. Well, a man has gotten this, and this. But when you get on that date, you're ordering the most expensive thing. You're ordering, you go to a restaurant, you go to Chili's, it don't matter. You go to Chili's, you ordering the most expensive thing on the menu. Now, mind you, you go to Chili's, you probably, the most expensive thing on the menu is $30. You know, so you go to Chili's, you're probably getting off pretty easy. But the point is, you're going, that's your behavior. You're going for the most expensive thing. If I go into the store, I'm going for the most expensive thing. If I go into Coach, if I go into Louis V, I'm going for the most expensive thing. There's plenty of bags in the middle. There's plenty of options, clothing, shoes, sandals, whatever you want, perfume, name it, whatever you want. Right there in the middle to where you don't got to go all the way to the top. And you can get something nice. I guarantee you, You're going to spend the bag. When you go into LV, you're going to spend the bag one way or another. One way or another. And there's some nice stuff in there. And instead of going for, oh, this is nice, let's do something that's budget conscious. Modern women do not have that same level of thinking, especially when it's not their money. Well, they have it when it's their money. But when it comes to a man, oh, well, he's just expected to pay. And even if a woman would say, well, I don't want to run him dry, I really like this guy, she goes back into the group chat. The group chat is going to tell her, because they don't have any etiquette either. That's what a man is supposed to do. I was looking at Sex and the City reruns. That is what he's supposed to do. Do that. Mind you, they're single. They're single. No hope. Getting pumped and dumped by Chad and Tyrone every single day. But this woman is trying to get in good with this man, and this is what they're telling her. And sometimes a woman can fix it, because she'll go in there, a man will take her shopping, and she'll be like, can I get this? And he'll be like, okay. And she's like, I don't know. I really don't want to take advantage of you. And somehow, some way, they have an honest conversation about what they want to be, who they want to be, and the type of couple that they want to grow into or morph into. And they get things fixed and straight, but that happens by communication, right? But once again, modern women have to get away from that bogus group of friends that they have, that bogus environment, those surroundings. I don't care if you come from lower class, middle class, or upper class. These modern women don't know how to act. They don't know how to conduct themselves. And you hanging out with them is going to get you, is going to land you in an environment of being single and lonely forevermore.